What you don't know is that that sweater is not just blue, it's not turquoise, it's not lapis, it's actually cerulean. And you're also blatantly unaware of the fact that in 2002, Oscar de la Renta did a collection of cerulean gowns, and then I think it was Saint Laurent who showed cerulean military jackets. And then cerulean quickly showed up in the collections of 8 different designers and then filtered down through the department stores and then trickled down into some tragic casual corner where you no doubt fished it out of some clearance bin. However, that blue represents millions of dollars and countless jobs, and it's sort of comical how you think that you've made a choice that exempts you from the fashion industry when in fact you're wearing a sweater that was selected by you for the people in this room from a pile of stuff. Good morning. Good morning to you all. Welcome in Imola. I kindly remind you that we are streaming live throughout the globe here at the cozy inner courtyard of Lafaenza showroom. I would have loved to be a mosquito standing by your side a few minutes ago when you watched that video. You were invited to a presentation of ceramic products, and then you saw a frame of the film The Devil Wears Prada, in which Meryl Streep, aka Anna Wintour, makes a discourse on the color, which is not light blue, but it's rather cerulean. Well, I'll leave you with this curiosity, the reason why we wanted to link the presentation of ceramic product to a piece of movie. But just know that everything is bound together with this inspiring concept that wants to be an ode to precision. We also want to be kind, so let me introduce myself. I'm Stefano Giordani, marketing manager of the company, but that's not really important. What I'm interested in is presenting the Lafaenza brand. Lafaenza brand deals with interior design. And in the next future, the brand will also deal with designing outdoor spaces that are going to be realized with the very same mentality in mind, with the very same care. Obviously, I'm referring to ceramic products that are aimed at decorating residential spaces and small to medium commercial spaces. Our strategy, building a product, is to offer the market a modern, refined, sought after and distinctive products, obviously realized with our extreme care. We always pay when manufacturing a product, and with the know-how of this 150 years old company. We want to create an evolved product for a demanding consumer. Well, more demanding consumer, I would say. It's important to highlight that the product we create for Lafaenza has not a precise geographic target. What's the meaning of that? We don't really manufacture products for some specific markets. We rather manufacture products aimed at all the people that live under the flag of style. Well, actually, we produce very distinctive products, different from any other product, that can be matched and paired together. If you take into consideration our existing line, you will always find for Lafaenza products that have some evident features. Moreover, you will find also neutral products, extremely neutral products. That's because we want you to take and use our products the way you like, creating what can be your perfect space. Let's think of our name in the first place. When we talk about our brand, I myself, and I get it wrong, I always say Faenza here, Faenza there, which is extremely wrong. Why? Because the name of the brand is La Faenza, La with an article. Let's focus our attention on the article la. In the Italian grammar, la stands for a feminine singular definite article, meaning that we want to talk to the individual, to a singular individual, focusing on his or her own identity and style. La, the, becomes the identity of the consumer. We could sum up this concept using a sentence made up of four English words that perfectly mirrors what we mean. The sentence is, we tile, you style. In other words, our ceramic, your style, your home. Why? Because nobody can, better than you, express your own identity, style, and take it to your own home. Well, to express this idea, we wanted to provide an identity and a personality to our spaces and locations. As I highlighted earlier, the identity of those who created those spaces and live in them. We do have a communication campaign that you will find on our website, social media channels, and YouTube channels from the next week. So let me try to express it. We deal with indoor spaces, and we wanted to make sure people became protagonists, expressing their personality through our products. Well, this was a preview. Nobody saw it earlier, and it wants to highlight perfectly our mission. What's the mission then? Well, we had a target in mind towards the market, our audience, and our users. So the mission is that the brand Lafaenza wants to serve those who choose it, expressing themselves through their home, shop, or restaurant. It wants to be an amplifier of your own self and your own style. Now, let's talk about VIS, VIS. You can see it here on the backdrop. But first of all, allow me to say a few words on the word vis. Vis is a Latin word, a very ancient word meaning strength. Why did we choose the word strength to a ceramic product? Because to us this reflects the strength in terms of security of neutrality, silent personality, and color precision, color palette. What's the target we had in mind when creating the product? Well, I wanted to create a plaster that wasn't really a plaster. I wanted to have a cement that wasn't really a cement, and then a resin that was not a resin. I wanted a solid color without being it obvious. So the result is exactly the target we had in mind, meaning creating a surface which is even more precious thanks to a sophisticated and soft texture, allowing us to create clean surfaces. Even so much that grout lines disappear thanks to the homogeneity of the product. Moreover, we also did something else, which is completely new. We wanted to call three characters, asking them to interpret our product according to the three words we must remember, meaning neutrality, personality, and color. So when we refer to this, please remember these three words. Let's watch the interview. Good morning, I'm Elisa. I am a social media strategist and I am extremely curious as a person having so many passions. I range from music to travels, from fashion to design, and I daily take care of these main passions thanks to my job that actually allows me to always keep up to date and connected in a very complex way on many different topics. What's the space that represents you the most? For sure, the bedroom. I am very affectionate to this environment, and I try to create an environment that mirrors my personality and my habits. I try to create a well finished and refined space using a few pieces, a few items of modern design, and here and there a sprinkle of vintage. What are the elements that are more important featuring this space? Well, I would say that the space is flooded with light, which ranks first in my mind. That's why I used natural hues and tones. I tried to carve a small place to work because unfortunately I'm always connected due to my job and I always work in the strangest time of the day or night. It reflects my style, meaning the space is refined, for sure contemporary, and at the same time lively. You just listened to Elisa. She interpreted what I referred to as security of neutrality. What's the meaning of neutrality then? It's that thing that surrounds us and makes us feel at ease, just as we were calm and quiet because we are totally at ease in whatever situation. Just to make you an example, it's just like a woman, a lady, needs to come out of her home. She doesn't know where she will go, and she wears a black dress because she's sure that whatever place she will visit, she will always feel at ease. Let's hear Paolo. I'm Paolo, I'm an architect, and I'm lucky enough because my passion is also my job. What's the aspect of your job that makes you more passionate about it? Well, for sure, meeting customers to understand what their needs are, attempting to create spaces that encompass the functional and the aesthetic part. One key aspect of my job is research, so that customers can find in materials a reassuring aspect and a valid aesthetic feature. When it comes to you, what's the space that reflects you the most? Well, for sure, my studio. It's the space that reflects me the most because I spend so much time in it. Inside my studio, I collected a whole series of projects and iconic items and objects. If I had to describe in a few words my studio, well, I would say it's a design space, a functional space in which aesthetic embraces functionality. just saw that Paolo has interpreted what I defined silent personality. He is an architect. What does he need? He needs somebody to come in the studio, and looking around, this person has to absorb a quiet personality and a confident personality as well. It's just as when we were kids and we did something wrong, we looked at our father and we saw that he was reassuring us. Nothing was wrong. Our tiles need to be like that. You have to be feeling self assured. Let's hear Francesca now. Good morning to you all. I'm Francesca. I deal with retail merchandising in a fashion company. Fashion is not just my job, but also a great passion. Lately, I created my own accessory brand, handmade accessories made by myself. That's how I spend my free time and express my creativity. Do your space reflect your creativity as well? I obviously pay a lot of attention to visual features. It's a professional deformation. The space I live the most is the living. To the delight of my husband and son, the living room is also my atelier. I created to create a space that could be sought after, sophisticated, and timeless at the same time. How did you match these two aspects that are apparently clashing? Well, actually, they mirror the way I am because I am at the same time creative but also very rational and precise. I'm uncompromising when it comes to choosing colors. I don't like strong colors. I prefer timeless colors and never out of fashion, such as beige, gray, blue, white. That's also because they allow you to pair very special and researched items that provide personality to my space. Well, I believe Francesca, in her living, interpreted exactly what I meant when I talked about colors. It's like when you wake up in the morning and you choose a sweater. You choose that sweater for the color it has, because I believe colors, when it comes to purchasing a ceramic product, is the first element to which you pay attention to. You are attracted to that. You approach to that product thanks to the color. We asked three people making common jobs to interpret our products. Why? Because we wanted these people to mirror our target consumers that ideally might purchase our product, and they provided their opinion. So the strength is to make sure the space is personalized. I would like to invite you all, therefore, to do the very same thing. We will publish on our communication media channel all the opinions we have, and we will publish all the opinions that you yourself will send us. So please send us your recording made with your smartphone. I don't mind. And you will become a protagonist of Lafaenza together with all of the other people. We were talking about color, right? So we manufactured 6 colors, a lot of colors indeed. We talked about neutrality as well. Obviously, when I talk about neutrality, I cannot but mention white. White is the prince of neutrality. It's the color that can be matched with any other color, even more than black does. Beyond white, we also considered the warmer hues and tones, such as a color, light beige, and then moving towards colder colors, we wanted to create the AG color, light gray color. This is just the beginning, actually, because we invented three new colors, totally new colors. We researched very attentively towards what are the contemporary tones that could be meaningful when it comes to a modern, researched, sought after brand such as Lafaenza. So here we have TP color, taupe color. This is not brown, it is not gray, it is not a warm nor a cold color, but it can be paired and matched with both warm and cold colors. But there's more. Unfortunately, the sun is actually impeding our job, but we invented this MG color, which can be translated into medium or middle gray. The target here was to create a color that wasn't really dark gray nor light gray, but rather a fit for all gray. We would like this hue of gray could be used in whatever occasion without thinking it's too dark, it's too light. Actually, it's just a gray to which we have to refer to. Last but not least, we created the VM color, meaning a military green, verde militare, which I believe can be the truly innovative color in our collection. I am sure we will work exceptionally on this tone. Which is something actually clashing with the common way of thinking. Experts say that 2020 color is green, experts say. But then experts also say that the green color in the ceramic world has never been successful. So my answer to experts is I am sure that this green color will represent the top range of our line because it's a neutral color and it is enshrined inside our common way of thinking. So you will not really realize you're buying a green color. There's even more than that. I was talking to you about Lafaenza that wants to be an evolved brand for a demanding consumer. Demanding consumers want the best, meaning that Lafaenza must be a premium brand offering premium tiles. So we thought that from today onwards, all of the products by Lafaenza in the market will be realized with our premium technology. The most premium technology we have, meaning the products will be available in 6.5 millimeters thickness. Very thin thickness, therefore. But there's even more. We have 6 available formats starting from slabs 120 by 240 to 120 by 120. 2 words on 120 by 240. Obviously, you can use it as a facing, but the real strength of this product is the usage for floorings. Why? Because this could be a super 60 by 120. So I see it perfectly on the correct spaces on floorings. Moreover, we also have 90 by 90, 60 by 120, 60 by 60, and even 30 by 60 plus mosaic. I believe Lafaenza is the first brand proposing to the market the 30 by 60 in the 6.5 millimeter thickness. Lafaenza is a sophisticated, sought-after, refined brand, and of course, we couldn't but propose a decor. We invented this decor picturing a golden waterfall cascading from above. It's available in the 120 by 240 format and 60 by 120 format with two pieces available in the six colors of the project. Well, as for the products, I said it all, but I would like to mention a few things about merchandising Lafaenza. A person that consider herself or himself as elegant as always to be elegant. So we decided to change our approach towards merchandising. Merchandising is going to be called atelier from now onwards. I won't talk about that right now because our sales force will inform you about this. But let me talk about the stili named Move. We invented that, which is not reinventing the wheel actually, because this showcase is 120 by 50, representing one slab and at the same time the color range mounted on wheels. That's why we called it Move, because you can easily move it, of course. And inside showrooms, very often ladies have to deal with that. Plus, Lafaenza is a brand that can match different products from the catalog and natural products as well, such as resins, marble, wood, cement. Therefore, I can pull this stili to see the pairing with colors and products. Well, I almost came to the conclusion of today's event. Let me check if there are any questions. Now, first question. What and how are you planning to do as an alternative to Cersaie? Well, the answer is easy. We are now doing Cersaie 2 months ahead if compared to the original date of Cersaie, and 4 months ahead if compared to the date in which they fixed the new appointment for Cersaie. So you have 4 months in advance if compared to the expectation. My old boss told me, and he was referring to time, he said, Stefano, you know, if I went to a bank asking for 50 million, they immediately issue that sum of money. But if I go to a bank and ask for 20 minutes of the time I lost, nobody will give it back to me. So I'm telling you, you have 4 months in advance in the market. Let's try and make the most out of it. Next question. Why is the range only made of 6.5 millimeters thickness? Well, I already answered to this question during the presentation. We saw over the last 2 years that the company has proposed in the market the thinner thickness, and most evolved consumers prefer that. So if we want to match in a precise manner Lafaenza to the most important market segment, well, it's obvious that we had to propose a premium product. Next question. What are you going to launch after this? I could answer this question, but I will not. Why? Because it's pointless to think about tomorrow when we have something to do right now. It's like when you go to the restaurant and you order one dish and the next dish, and then you think about what about the dinner. It's pointless. So for sure, we will have many ways to feed you and feed your curiosity and as well the curiosity of your customer. I conclude by saying thank you so much for your attention. I hope I was clear enough, especially when it comes to Lafaenza presentation. Let me say a few words now about Stronger Together. You've seen this hashtag on our social media. We started publishing this before for COVID-19, actually. It starts from the following idea. It's not really about us, the company, you, the customer, they, the agents. I would really love us to talk a single language. We are all together. Why? To do what? To reach the market and, in a way, to meet the needs of the market. I wish you all the success and thank you for your attention.